Hello, I'm Dr. Gareth Moore and welcome to day 10 of my Solver This, the Exit the Game Advent Calendar, the Missing Hollywood Star. And we'll start as usual by having a good look at the story. I'll just move my book casually out of the way that I wrote this year and is now out. And we'll have a look at this. Right, so we are on the 10th of December and it is a lot of text. Let's have a look on the next page. Yeah, there's quite a lot here. Let's tear that out. I'm going to read this first and praise it. I don't need to read all that out, I don't think. All right, well, this follows on from yesterday's calendar door. In yesterday's door, we went into the Back to the Future car and went at 88 miles an hour on the spot. Had blue sparks flash and nothing happened, except it turns out we have gone back in time because you see yourself arriving on some security cameras at the studios. Stunned, you watch yourself putting down the pizza boxes. Any minute now, here, the announcement should come over the loudspeaker. Who was speaking to you? But then the realisation hits you. Suddenly, you grab the microphone set up in front of the table and feverishly try to remember the right words. Hello, can you hear me? Good, okay, listen, you have to trust me. So it was you speaking to yourself, is clearly what it's saying. You hastily add, feel free to grab a pizza, you'll need it, on the house. You remember you're carrying the pizza around yourself, so you greedily grab the pizza and tuck in and decide not to linger on the insanity of what just happened. There'll be time to worry about that later. Anyway, the fact is the star of the film is missing and someone has left numerous messages for you, and that's in bold. There's definitely something strange going on here and you're determined to get to the bottom of it. Perhaps there are some clues on this work rota, which is presumably this, as to how to open the next door. Strangely, only calendar weeks, brackets CW, are entered at the moment, but no fixed dates. Right, it says Caddy's rota, please fill in. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and weeks 48 through to 52. Now open door 10, behind which we expect to find 3 riddle cards, I1 to I3. Right, and a reminder that each day we're looking for a 3-digit code to work out what our next door is. So here's the calendar, and now we need to open door 10. And hopefully it will make some sense of that, because immediately my first thought was we're going to shade some stuff in and maybe reveal digits, but there's not a lot to shade in there. Then again, the digits can be quite simply drawn sometimes, that works. So anyway, door 10 is here. We labelled it yesterday, and here it is. Okay. And we're expecting 3 riddle cards, I1 to I3. We have that. Let's see what's on them. Oh my golly, also these are messages it was talking about. Perhaps. Caddy's notes. Luckily, I'm free on 20th of December. Week 52 finishes on 1st of January. Okay. Some other stuff. I'll read them out. Let's just put them all on the screen first. I'm on duty in week 48 on the same days as in week 50 and 52. I have 14 working days in total. I also have to be at work on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I have to work on the last day of November. My only working Monday is on 19th of December. In total, I only have 5 weekend shifts. In week 49 and week 51, I'm on duty for 4 days. I'm working 2 Thursdays in December. So I don't know how much of this we can fill in, but presumably we're trying to work out what days he's working. And then maybe, for example, if he works here and, I don't know, here and here, we'd get 1, 2, 1 or something. It's probably room for 3 digits with gaps between, as long as one of the digits is a 1. But can't guarantee that's what's happening. Let's use our room cam to have a good look inside the room. Right, here we go. I don't know what the green blobs are. Are they meant to symbolise something? They don't look like peas. Anyway, right, so there's the room. And I guess those screens that are at the top of the calendar on the lid, which you've seen on previous days, are also seen here, not all of them perhaps, showing the various sets. And there's a microphone, and I guess that's what you've just spoken into. And this stuff on the table here, the clapperboard and the letter, I think is actually on the top of the calendar here. Yes, it is. But back to the room. Time off is more important than work. Code from left to right. And look, those are green footsteps, or paw prints, perhaps I should say. Anyway, the key thing here is code from left to right. Time off is more important than work. Is that going to help us solve the puzzle? I don't know. There's a tree on the left, and on the right there's a picture of the Hollywood sign, in case you forget where you are, and there's 9 lights on the ceiling. So perhaps that's it. Perhaps we're solving a logic puzzle based on these cards and shading stuff in. If that's the case, then I guess we can get cracking. Right, well, let's just start. I have 14 working days in total. So let's write this down here, 14 total. I also have to be at work on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, so we need to work out which is Christmas Eve and which is New Year's Eve. Golly, I need to look on an actual calendar for this, or are we supposed to... Is that based on... Here's the question. Is this based on this real 2024, which has been the case, I think, was suggested to be the case yesterday? Or is this based on a fantasy Christmas Eve? In other words, can I assume that Christmas Eve is on the day of the week that it actually is on this year, which I think is a Tuesday? Or do I need to verify that? Week 52 finishes on the 1st of January. So this is the 1st of Jan. Okay. So we've used this clue. I'm going to tick it. So on that basis, we've got the 31st of December, the 30th, the 29th, the 28th, the 27th, the 26th. That puts the 25th on a Sunday. And the 25th is not on a Sunday. So hang on. This is actually a bit confusing, and I'll tell you why again. Yeah, yesterday the calendar was actually set on December the 9th, 2024, which is a real year, clearly. And therefore you'd expect 25th of December to be a Wednesday. And the 1st of January is 2 weeks exactly after Christmas Day, so it's definitely also a Wednesday. So this is actually super confusing because yesterday was real 2024. This is some fake arbitrary year. So I think that's a bit of a weird construction issue. But we'll put that aside and assume that week 52, which is here, finishes on the 1st of Jan. And why the week finishing, I'm assuming it means the order given on this calendar. So the week finishes on Sunday. On that basis, we can label these other days, 31, 30, 29, 28, and so forth, back to the 25th. So he is free on the 20th of December. So I might have to label all the dates, 24th, 23rd, 22nd, 21st, 20, I'm labelling below clearly. So he's free on the 20th of December. So I'll put that as a dot to mean free. I'll tick that. I'm on duty in week 48 on the same days as week 50 and 52. Okay, so 48 and 52 are all equal to one another. I'm working 2 Thursdays in December. In week 49 and 51, I'm on duty for 4 days. Okay. Now, that clue is ambiguous. It could mean 4 days in total, or it could mean 4 days per week. There's no way of knowing until we solve it. I'm going to assume it means in each of week 49 and 51, but it doesn't say that. It could equally well be interpreted just to say the total is 4 days. In total, I have only 5 weekend shifts. Okay, so the weekends sum to 5. And I have 14 working days in total. So we can have a guess about this. If it was 4 here for each of these, then that would be 8, which will give 6 to be distributed here, which would be 2 for each of these weeks. So that would work. I also have to work on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So let's tick these. So Christmas Eve is the 24th of December, assumedly, and New Year's Eve is the 31st. So he's at work on Saturday. So we know these are the same. So he's at work on all these Saturdays. We also know that there's one other tick in this column, in these 2 columns in total, because there's only 5 days in total across weekends. Right, he has to work on the last day of November. I'm going to have to count this, aren't I? So 20, 13, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st of December, 36th of September, April, June, and November, 30th of November. He's at work on the 30th of November, and we know these are the same. Now look, if there are 4 days here, that's 8. And as I said, there's only 6 left, so that means that all these days are empty because we've assigned them all. Okay, what else can we work out? My only working Monday is on the only working Monday. It's on the 19th of December, so that's 19 is here. So this is empty here. So I've completed this row, this row, and this row, but I still have to place all 4 in this row and 4 in this row. So let's go through the clues again. I'm free on the 20th of December. We've marked that. 52, yep. I'm on duty in week 48 on the same days as 50-52. We've used that. Right, let's get that out of the way. Don't ask me why I'm working up from the bottom. There's no logic to it. I'm working 2 Thursdays in December. Okay, so that has to be this Thursday and this Thursday because we've already eliminated the others. Right. In week 49 and 51, I'm on duty for 4 days. I'm assuming 4 days each, as I say. So 3 to assign here, 1 to assign here. Total, I only have 5 weekend shifts. Yeah, 1 to assign on the weekends as well. I only work in Mondays the 19th. We've done that. I have to work on the last day of November. We've done that. Oh, okay, now how do we narrow down the rest of this? Let's have a look at the calendar. in case there's more information somewhere on the calendar that we need to. It's not in the room, we know that. It's not there. Wait, what's on this letter? Ah, there was a letter on the desk in the room, wasn't there? This was the scene in the room, so that's actually a hint clearly that we should look at this. What does this letter say? Hang on. My darling Caddy, okay, it's him. I can't wait to see you again. How about a cinema date? Maybe Friday or Sunday. I know you are always free on these days. Aha. Maybe that was, so Friday and Sunday are always empty. All right, that might help us. Friday and Sunday are always empty. I think it certainly means that we have our last tick at the weekend here, and to get 4 in this row it has to be here and here, and to get 4 in this row it has to be here and here. So I have actually finished. Excellent. And now, I think as I said before, it's the leftover days. So look, we've got, I'm joining the dots literally and avoiding the ticks. Oh, and then in the room it said left to right. So our code for today, surely, is 531. And that's just a perfectly nice logic puzzle. Very happy with that. 531. Let's have a look at the calendar. So, back to day 10, which was here. Clearly, it's open. And 531. All right, I'll close that door for now. What's it jammed under? Oh, they're opening a door too. So we've got 531 into the decoder, and if I turn it over, let's have a look and see where we're going. Down to here, up left to here, the one that was door 6, and down again to here. And we should, if it's right, have diamond, circle, star. That was pretty likely to be correct, wasn't it? What was the chances? We're going to end up with 3 numbers otherwise. So there we go. We know where door 11 is that we can open tomorrow. I'm just looking for my Sharpie. And we can label this with an 11. Well, there we go. That is today's puzzle done. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do please join me in tomorrow's video when I shall solve, I hope, day 11. But until then, if you haven't yet liked this video, I'd love it if you did, and you haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe. That would be fantastic. Makes it easier to find the future videos. If you click the little alarm icon, then it should alert you too. But also, please do feel free to comment down below. I love reading all your comments. But otherwise, until I see you in a future video, all that remains is me to say take care and goodbye.